This video is more about how it's okay to process emotions of sadness or grief or, saying goodbye to the past. And it's actually good to process those emotions and really own them, and then focus on new beginnings. And so this morning, I went into our family farm U-pick field and picked tulips, and it was like kind of like saying goodbye to this era, this lifetime of having that. That was, it was an honor. It was a privilege to be able to share tulips with our community, to be able to share, the love of flowers that our family had for, my lifetime so far. So, and I didn't realize as I was going out there to pick up my son, and I went out there, and I didn't realize the emotions that I would have going out there. And it was, I came in, I picked the flowers, my son left, and then I went in and I put to our little, area where I used to process flowers, for years, and felt really sad. Felt really, sad that this is kind of an end of an era. And, I feel like this has been my space, like especially the gift shop area. I felt like that was my space that we created as a family. But it was, something that I felt very tied to. And, I'm not posting this to get sympathy or to, for people to feel sorry for me. I'm posting it because, a lot of people have loss in their lives, and they, it's, a lot of people push that down. And I feel like I've been pushing a lot of it down, not really processing. I have, but like I said, this morning when I went out in that field, picking tulips, it just felt so kind of final. And it is, there is an ending to it. It's very near. I know that. But that doesn't mean, and I felt so grateful because I went to my husband afterwards, and I just kind of started crying and just felt, sad. And he's like, I understand where you're, that you're sad, but we have this whole new amazing new beginning that's ahead of us. And that's true. Like, I do feel like, and I honestly don't know what that looks like yet. And I think can be really scary when you don't know where you're headed or what your life is going to look like. So to finish that, there are a lot of things to look forward to. And, I just wanted to remind you, as a person that's going through changes too in your life, it's hard and it's sad to say goodbye to the old life, to things that, even if they no longer serve you in your life, there are things about that were great, that were good. And so it is hard to say goodbye to certain things. However, allow yourself, give yourself grace to process that and to, be okay with the feelings that come up with that, and let them be what they are. Because the more you stuff that down, the more that it will keep coming up for you. And I'm not saying even if you process it now that it's not ever going to come up, because it probably will, especially if it was a big thing in your life. But there's just, for me, I'm just sharing these experiences because I get the feeling there's a lot of people that are going through this, especially right now. I feel like there's a lot of changes happening in our lives, big changes. There's a huge shift going on. And to prepare for that, you need to be okay with processing those emotions, with allowing yourself to feel it and go through it and let it flow. And the trick to it is to not, fester on it, to not, to feel it and then release it and let it go and move forward. And the more we hang on to that, excuse me, the more that we hang on to that, the more we, you know, really let it fester within ourselves, that's when we hurt ourselves. That's when we're not letting go, we're not clearing the things that, you know, that were part of our past, that, you know, will no longer be in our future. The more we sit and fester about those things or victimize ourselves, or, you know, and there's plenty of things, trust me, that I have felt victimized by, or, you know, that I felt wronged, or that I felt like I didn't get a fair shake. Everybody has that, you know, everybody has things like that in life, but there are reasons why things are lining up in a different direction, because those things are not part of your current and future path. So anyway, just wanted to share that, you know, this life is so amazing and interesting, and it can be difficult at times. It can be hard to process even happy memories, or sad, you know, things that were great as our history. It's okay to process that and let it go, and then prepare for new beginnings and great things to come. So anyway, just wanted to remind you, you matter, you are amazing, and give yourself grace during the shift of, you know, and the changes that you're going through in life. Give yourself that time to process it and then move forward. Wishing you an amazing day. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.